Hey everyone, it's Jen. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I have some project shares for Scrap Diva Designs. These are projects I made using some of the dies of the March 2024 release. These dies will be available at scrapdivadesigns.com on this Friday, which is March 1st. So I wanted to come on and go into more detail about some of the dies and show you some projects, take some measurements. That way you can get a better idea of what you want to add to your list for what you're going to be purchasing if you're going to be buying any of these. So hopefully I give you some inspiration. I can't link the products down below because they're not available yet. I'm doing this video before March 1st, but I will link the site with my referral link. If you use that link to place an order, I do get a commission, which helps me out and my channel. So thank you so much to everybody who uses that link. And don't forget to use my checkout or my coupon code at checkout, which is strawberry cream, and that will save you 10% off your order. All right, so let's get started. Can't wait to show you these. This die set here, this is called the Easter Bunny. So this one comes with lots of great dies, and you can make this project in different ways. First of all, it comes with the word bunny with the shadow. Just figured I'd show that since it was the last thing I took out. And then these are the main dies, the cute Easter bunny shape, and it's the profile. It comes with the outline piece and then a slightly smaller piece you can layer inside that has stitch trim. And then it comes with all of these different accessories and layering pieces. These right here are like insides of the ears. There are whiskers, which I still have some in there. There's an eye, 3 different pieces to make the eye, 3 different egg shapes. Well, they're all egg shaped, but 3 different sizes. And then 3 carrots. These 2 are about the same size, and there's a larger one. So like I said, there are different ways you can make that bunny. I made the first one into a card. So this is what I came up with. And if you recognize this paper, this comes from the new Bright Easter paper pad from Joann's. And I've been loving that paper pad. I've been using it a lot in these different projects that I'm going to be sharing with you today. So I cut the base out of some white textured cardstock, and I made it into a card, so I have this tiny little like hinge right there, so it'll open like this. If you want to make it into a card in other ways, I think it was Monty. Hi Monty, if you're watching. She's the polka dot pine cone. She made the card based over here where you open it, which is probably a better idea, but I put it up here. So anyway, I used all of the different die pieces. I used the inserts with some pink shimmer paper for the inside of the ears. The eye itself, I used the top and the bottom. I used some black glossy paper from Tonic Studios, and the inside is like a copper shimmer paper. And then I added a little piece of white paper behind that circle just to add a highlight. And then I glued on a tiny little heart button for the nose. The whiskers, I used that same white paper. I used the white paper and shimmer paper for the word bunny. And there are the carrots. So the carrots, I used all 3 of them, and I kind of paper pieced them. I cut them out of this green texture paper and this like orange shimmer paper. And then I just cut the tops off the orange piece and then layered it on top of the green piece just so it would, have different colors. So I think those came out so cute. And then the eggs I cut out of 3 different papers. These are the 3 different size eggs. All right, sorry, I had to get this. I forgot. This piece also comes with the Easter Bunny die, and this is an edge die. I still have a piece of tape on there. So if you tape this onto the on a paper, it'll cut out the shape that looks like grass. So, which is really good that it's an edge die because you can make it, as deep or as shallow as you want. So what I did was I cut out the bunny out of this green paper, and then with the stitch die, and then I went back in, put this on top of it like this, and ran it through my die cutting machine again. So I had this shape that fit right there on the bunny, but it has a grassy edge. So you can use this piece to create like a background for your bunny, or put it right on top of the bunny like I did. And then I didn't glue down the top so I could stick in all the different accessories, and I glued those in. So it looks a little bit dimensional, and I like the little scene that it makes right there. So let me measure this for you from, let's see, From side to side, it's about 5.5 inches, and then top to bottom, it's about 5 inches. And then I'll show you the inside too. Like I said, I folded the white paper in half, put the die just a little bit below the fold so it wouldn't cut the fold. So I have a tiny little fold here, and it opens like this. So then I used some ephemera from that paper pad, and this is also from that Bright Easter collection from Joann's, and just to, cut that out again with the stitch die. And I have a little Easter card. So I think that came out so adorable. Hope you like it too. I made another project with this die set too. I made a little felt plushie kind of thing. So this is how it came out, and if you saw my last video that's showing a preview of all the different dies, I did show you the jam jars already, and I made some of them into like little felt plushies. So I wanted to do that for this bunny as well, and I think he came out so cute. Like I had said, I forget that you can use these dies on felt, and they cut out perfectly well. It's not just your steel wool dies you can use to cut felt out. You can use the thin dies too. I create like a pretty tight sandwich in my Big Shot Plus when I'm cutting felt, just so it really squishes it and cuts it, and I go back and forth through my die cutting machine like 3 or 4 times, and it just pops out so easily. So I did that with some cream felt, and I did it twice. And then I sewed them together with the blanket stitch. If you're familiar with embroidery, you know what that is. If you don't know about like embroidery stitches, there are lots of resources on YouTube to show you simple stitches like that. So I sewed them together, left a little opening, stuffed it with some fill, and then sewed the rest back up. And then I made some cute little felt carrots too with the die set. So those cut out perfectly well too. You can even see veining on the leaves and the little like horizontal lines on the carrots. So it came out really cute, and I made an eye with a button and just sewed that on, and then I tied a cute little ribbon around his neck. And I think this is just so cute. It'll be really nice as decor, as an addition to an Easter basket. I didn't add any of the other like insert pieces for the ears. I didn't create the eye because that might be a little difficult with fabric, and I just like, the homespun look of the button anyway. And the back I didn't do anything to, just, tied the ribbon around it. But just to give you an idea of different ways you can use these die sets, and yeah, I love this shape of the bunny. So hold on, I'm gonna have a sip of coffee and we'll move on to the next project. All right, so next we have the butterfly bag topper, and this comes with 2 different sizes of the butterfly bag topper. It comes with the small size and the larger one. So for each bag topper, you get the main piece that you'll cut out twice to make it into a bag topper if you want the butterfly in the front or the back. Otherwise, you could just fold this flap over the top and call it a day. And then there's the layering piece too that cuts out all the cute little shapes of the butterfly that you could layer right on top. So that has a set for the small and the large. And then it comes with this little set of a extra butterfly too. You can use to further layer up the smaller butterfly or the larger one, or just use it as a standalone butterfly. So that's a really nice option. And I love that this cuts out little hearts on the bag topper part. And there's stitch detail around it too. So I made projects with both of them, and let me start with the small one. Okay, so this is a small bag topper, and I just love how it came out. I suggest if you have vellum to cut the detailed piece out with vellum, because you can layer that on top, just glue the body down, and then these vellum wings just kind of flap up naturally if you just glue the middle down. And I just love that dimensional look. So I cut the bag topper out of this aqua textured paper that's from AC cardstock, and then the solid layering piece of the butterfly I cut out of that cute bunny paper. And then, like I said, I used some vellum. This vellum actually has some little gold triangles on it. And then I used some gold shimmer paper to layer on top of the body. That's not a separate piece, but you could just, run a little piece of gold paper on this die going through your die cutting machine, and then just kind of snip off the extra pieces and then glue it on. So you'll have the little butterfly. And it's such a cute one too, right? So I did that for the back as well, just to, give it a little interest. I didn't go any further decorating the back of this, but I did use 2 pieces of the main bag topper die, and then I cut one of the flaps off, and then for for the one that was on the front, I just folded it over and glued it on the back one. So that's what that looks like. And I added a little sticker from a collection that I have, I think Bunnies and Blooms by, it's either Simple Stories or Echo Park. I always confuse those two. And these are little flowers from Hobby Lobby I just recently picked up. And see, you can see the cute little heart cutouts and then the stitching detail around this hole that it creates, so you can, you know, hang them up or something. And then this is a sticker from Bunnies and Blooms as well. This little envelope comes from a pack from Joann's that I've had for quite a while. It's coin envelopes. So it comes with purple ones and aqua ones, and I use the aqua one on this one. So let me measure this bag topper for you. I just love it. I think it's so cute. And this is about 2.5 inches top to bottom, and then side to side it's about 2 inches. So if the butterfly itself without the topper measures about 1.5 inches. So it's a nice good size butterfly that you can use in lots of different embellishments, which I'm going to show you in some projects later on, how I use them in other ways besides a bag topper. So that's a small one, and then this is the large one. I use one of those purple envelopes, but it works equally well, I think, with the small bag topper and with the larger one. So with the larger one, I use the gold shimmer paper to cut out the main bag topper part. I use that same vellum to cut out the detail part, and then the aqua texture paper to cut out this part of the butterfly. This part of this butterfly die does not have a coordinating solid piece, which, you know, is like the bonus butterfly. So I just cut it out of the detail part again. So I think that looks super cute. And then more stickers from Bunnies and Blooms, and these are also flowers from Hobby Lobby. I was going to further decorate those, and I totally forgot. I was going to like glitter them up or something, so I'll probably still end up doing that. But I constructed this in the exact same way as I did the small one, and let me get some measurements for you. So from top to bottom, this bag topper is about 3.25 inches tall, give or take, and then side to side it's about 2.5 inches, and then the butterfly itself is about 2 inches tall. So you know, it's not a huge bag topper width-wise, but it's a nice size top to bottom. So you could use this on a wider bag. It just, you know, the bag would go past the edge of the bag topper, which is totally fine. And again, you can like tie something around here. The way I closed it is I added some removable glue dots on the front and the back, so you could just peel these up and open the envelope. So I did that for both of those. Aren't those cute? So cute and springy, you know, just to add a couple little things into the envelope. You know, this would be a great way to package just a few little goodies and to really personalize them. So there are those butterflies, and I'll show you a couple more as we go on. Let's move on to the next die set. Okay, this one is the 3D Easter basket. So this is so easy to put together, and I love the thoughtful details that it includes. Okay, so there's a smaller base for the Easter basket and a larger one. So you would use the larger one to construct your Easter basket, and the smaller one to layer on some pattern paper if you wanted to. And the detail I'd like is that this side of the Easter basket, it comes with two. So you don't have to run it through, you don't have to run one through your die cutting machine 6 times because you need 6 sides to construct this basket. You could do both of these 2 at once and then only go through 3 times. So I'd love that. And the top of this is so cute with the eyelet trim and the scallops. And then the sides come with layering pieces, again 2 with those, so you only have to run them through your die cutting machine 3 times. So if you were doing like a mass production of these, it goes really quickly. And the layering pieces do have stitch detail. And then it comes with a handle for your Easter basket, which has that same pretty scalloped eyelet trim, and then a layering piece which is stitched as well. So let me show you my baskets. One sec. I'm filming this like first thing in the morning, so I had to have my coffee with me. All right, so here is the first basket I made. And look how cute it is. So these are some of the butterflies that I was telling you I made for this project. And I did them the same way as I did for the bag topper. I just left out the bag topper part. And the basket itself just comes together so easily. The glue flaps, you can just add double-sided tape or glue. I use double-sided tape for this one. And I use some pretty like light orange paper from AC cardstock. And then I use that same bright Easter paper pad to make the sides of the boxes, and I love that paper. It's just so cute with the bunnies and chicks on it and eggs and stuff. So that's what the basket looks like. The inside I use the layering piece for the base and use that cute bunny paper. And then for the handle, I used the same papers, and I added these by using brads. And I had these brads, I got them on clearance at Michael's a long time ago, and I just happen to have ones that match perfectly the colors. And it's good to have brads there because you can move the handle back and forth. The handle itself is a little on the shorter side, so it'd be nice to be able to move these to put goodies in or get them out or that kind of thing. And then on the front, I used another new die, and this one is called the Easter ribbon slider. So this die set comes with dies and stamps. Let me get those out and I'll show you. I didn't use all of the dies in this one, but it comes with these. For this piece here, the pretty scallop part, I used some gold metallic paper. And then for the layering piece, I used this one right here. And then I used a piece of, well, it's not ephemera, but it was kind of a cut apart from the paper pad for Happy Easter. And yeah, and then I put some rickrack that I gotten at Joann's, I think at Christmas time. I put that behind the slider, but you could slide it theoretically, but I did glue it down so it would stay in the center of my basket. And then I just ran the rickrack all the way around the back and then glued it onto the back. I glued the joints right there so it wouldn't slide around too much. But I do like how the slider looks in and of itself because it's just nice and textural, and it looks like a pretty label there. So that's that Easter basket. I put these butterflies just on every other joint kind of, so it would add a nice little touch, but not too much. So, oh, and this one, I added the handle on the flat panels across from each other, so there is like a peak on the front, and that's why I kind of made this go around the front peak and the butterfly glued right on top of that peak. So let me measure this for you. It's a really nice size. You can fit a lot of goodies in here. From side to side, it is, let's say, I'll put the handle down so we can give it a good measure. It's about 5 1/4. And then if you want to measure, I guess from peak to peak, it's about 6 inches. Like I said, it's a really nice size. And depth-wise, it is about 2 3/4 inches. So like you can definitely fit a lot of goodies in here. So there's that one, and then I made another one as well. The ribbon slider also comes with some stamps that I didn't use, I don't think, on these projects, but I'll use them in some other ones. So there's that, and then let me show you the next one I made too. So this one I did a little bit differently. I added the handles, instead of on a flat part, I put them on one of the joints of the side panels, and I just glued them into place. You'll notice that this handle is taller than the previous one because I cut out 2 of them and joined them together at the top, as you can see. And to cover up the top there, I added a bow, and this is a bow that I made with another new die set, and this is called the bunny bows, and you get both sizes. You get large and small. So I have a small one I'll show you in a minute. This is a large one. So this comes with the large, this is the large set, but they all come together. It comes with the bow loop piece that you would fold in the middle to make the loops. Here's the tails of the ribbon. There's the piece that wraps around it, and then there are 3 layering pieces for the ears, and I'll show you those. So there's the scalloped one on the outside, and then there's just like a plain inner one, and then the innermost one is stitched. So it makes a really cute little bow. I used some faux leather to make the bow. This is from Hobby Lobby. Probably a lot of you have different ones like this in your stash, and it does cut out very well. There were a couple little threads I had to trim off with my little scissors, but no big deal. And then I glued on a little carrot cabochon that I had in my stash. So let me measure this bow. Again, this is the larger one. This one measures about 2 7/8. And then top to bottom, it is, including the ears, it's over 2 inches, but the bow itself is about 1 inch. Sorry if I was out of frame there. So also the grass edge that came with the Easter bunny, this piece right here, I decided to make like some faux Easter grass for my basket. So I had some green vellum in my stash that I've had from crepe paper from a long time ago, but I'm sure you could get green vellum somewhere else, or just use green paper. Anyway, I cut out strips of that and then used the grass edging to cut the top, and then just glue that onto the inside of my basket so it looks like grass sticking up the top, and I love that touch. And then for the rest of the panels, I decorated, I got this recently on Temu, this cute little cabochon, and these are hearts from Bunnies and Blooms, I believe. Whoopsie, there's the next one I'm going to show you. And then, and then I added some chipboard stickers going around the side. So cute, right? And this paper with the rainbows is from Bunnies and Blooms. So I love this little basket. I think it's adorable, and I do like the bigger handle. It just looks, I don't know, it looks more like an Easter basket to me. I think with the smaller handle, it can go either way, but I think with the handle, and especially with the bunny bow, it looks more like an Easter basket to me. So yeah, you could do it either way, and I think both ways are super cute. And then to show you the other bunny bow that I made, this is what it looks like, and this is a smaller one. This one I used some more faux leather from Hobby Lobby for the bow itself, and then I used that same faux leather for that middle ear layer, and then this is a specialty like cardstock, that cool purple glitter. And then I used purple AC cardstock for the little bow binder thingy, and then the back layer of the ears. So this one measures, let's say side to side, it's about 2 1/8, and then top to bottom, it is about 1 5/8, and then this bow itself is about 1/2 inch, maybe a little bit more. So of course you could always use the bow without the bunny ears. Same for the larger one. I'll just hold those up so you can see the different sizes, but both super pretty. I didn't add any more embellishments to this because I'm not exactly sure what it will be used for, but then, you know, you could always glue something onto the middle of that bow. All right, everybody, that is all I wanted to share with you today. I hope you like these projects, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Again, all of these die sets will be available on Friday, March 1st. Don't forget to use my referral link and my coupon code, which is Strawberry Cream, at checkout to save 10%. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you coming back and checking out my projects. I had a lot of fun making them, and yeah, I'm going to be making some more too, so please stay tuned for those. All right, everyone, I'll be back soon, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.